Yo, this is Jeronimo Speaks, and you are now rocking with Musicon3. God number. Geronimo, my government name is Gerard, and I'm from the low end 21st Estate. And those familiar with Chicago know, like, the low 21st Estate is these big, tall, half-moon buildings, and the gate only go halfway up. And so I used to live in the projects on the 22nd floor. And so when somebody would call me, like say I'll be on the 14th floor, and somebody would be on like the 18th floor, and they'll be calling me over the porch. First it was like Gerard, and then it turned into Geronimo, and then so they just started calling me Geronimo, and then I just kept that name since childhood, you know? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Basically my love of words. And it's weird because when I was young, I used to hate music. My sisters and them used to take over the TV with the box, and I used to be like getting super mad. I mean, everybody know, y'all, the box, that's old school, but I used to be mad. But then one day, I heard Lauryn Hill. I remember I heard Lauryn. It was the first two songs I ever heard was Lauryn Hill and Beanie Siegel, The Reason. And and Hit 'Em Up. My sister let me listen to it. It was weird, like, you know what I mean. And so I fell in love with that. And then when my friends, they started getting into freestyle rapping, things of that nature. And of course I wanted to be in the in crowd with them, so I started freestyle battle rapping. And then they used to kill me every day. And I started practicing and learning and working, and then I fell in love with words, and I just wanted all things to do with words, and that drove me. Like, if you love something and you work at it, then you technically will never work a day in your life, you know. So I work at it every day and love it. Yeah. Music, I mean, Jay-Z is like my favorite rapper overall, like throughout time. Joe Budden is my favorite lyricist. J. Cole is my favorite rapper right now. Poetry, K-Love, Emil Green, Prince of Poetry, them all Chicago artists that. Yeah, like, yep, definitely. So, I get my inspiration. I draw inspiration from kings and queens like them.
So, you are a spoken word artist.
I am.
Now, there's a difference between spoken word artists and regular like hip hop or rap artists, whatever.
There is.
You do a little bit of both.
I do, yeah. Like, it's a difference between spoken word, poetry, and hip hop. Poetry is basically like the words on the page. You feel me? And when the poet goes to a stage and they be at a recital, they recite their work. With spoken word poetry, you get up and you're performing your artistry. The inflections in your voice are different. You're using your hands while you're talking. You're walking around the stage. Your stage presence is totally different. Hip hop, you're taking them same words and you put them to a beat, a 4-beat count, or 16th, 8th, with a 16 bar, 4-bar bridge, 8-bar hook. You know what I mean? So it's different. It's more technical when it comes to the hip hop.
Right now, we're going through a pandemic here in the world, basically.
Yeah.
And it's changed the lives of pretty much everybody right now. And I've noticed that it's really hit a lot of artists, hip hop artists, rap artists, all performing artists, hit them a lot. And they've been forced to sort of like recreate their creativity when it comes to performing for their
Yeah. Yeah.
How has that affected you?
I mean, actually, I've kind of blossomed in this. So social media has, like, my social media following has went through the roof, because if you're not just chasing like the spotlight, and if you're a lover of words and creativity, and you just want your work to be seen, you're gonna find any opportunity in space. And so what I found was like Instagram, TikTok. You go on my TikTok, all I do is find singers on there and I duet they stuff with poetry over it. You know what I mean? Instagram, I just spit poems on there. I be on all the Instagram open mics. So you like everything evolves and you have to evolve with the times, and we're in the digital age, and this quarantine has pushed us further into digital. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so basically, yeah, this quarantine, it just changed the streams of income, but they still consistent. Getting paid for my personal drive like an Uber cabbie. So welcome to the Terror Dome, where all these monsters fly like a pterodactyl. Religious flow got the swag of a tabernacle. No apologies. I destroy thug rappers and fake MCs. Every time I spit, I leave a pile of G's. I'm on my P's and Q's. Y'all hear me? I said I'm on my P's and Q's. Poem quotables promising qualities. Poor qualifying punishing quantity. Polite, quiet, potent, quitting per quarter, pun quarter. Like I said, I'm on my P's and Q's, and I'm here to bully this whole class like G's in school. Only difference is bullies stay in the back of the class. I'm in the front spitting, suckering succotash. I came into this game with the word stand. My whole career is based off of the word stand. I came in stand up, but why stand in when you can stand out? They can't stand me because every time I spit, I get a standing ovation. So that's something you will never understand. On one hand, I write heaters for the non-believers, but then build up nations with the other hand. Schizo, I come from the roughest land. Was known to be the toughest man. Was known to let them pumpers blend. Now it's peace be unto thee and brother man. See, I was going to get on this stage and pull a Kendrick Lamar, but poet's too sensitive. Everything is, hey, Jay, you're going too far. I'm poetically, aesthetically, genetically better be, and that fact comes with a lot of jealousy. It's really clear. I ain't just talking out the side of my neck. My mouth right checks from Chase Bank. You can cash them anywhere. Stand next to the boss, you gon' feel his power. I'm the highest new name in the shy, Willis Tower. I'm a spitter. Most of y'all MCs ain't even drooling. I would say I'm taking them to school, but they toddlers, so I guess I'm preschooling. Ahead of my class, teacher's pet. Some even call me Urkel. First lesson, the blocks never put squares in your circle. I got wisdom plus vision that put me in my own division. That's why I spit with so much precision. They don't get it, they'll get it. You get it? I'm with it. Multiple personality. Mom says it's a travesty, but I won't stop till the title is Your Majesty. It's Jeronimo. No, dang it. Oh, I'm at the end. When it's beef, don't speak, may the force be with me. Peace, God, when it's beef, may the force be with me. I'm on a broader mission, you know, a green flash screen with the broader vision, with the goggles in it. See, I see what I see, cause my noggin missing. Third eye with the optic vision, right scrolls in my roll from the Nas edition. That cold plus more when my dreams are vivid. Petrol, less flow, cause I'm seasoned with it. You know, Caesar with it. If I seize you with it, it's a seizure with it. I'm a season, get it. I'm a beast admitted. What I speak is acidic, it takes weeks to get it. I'm my own worst critic. I be home in the zone, then I'm looking at me different like Jay, do better. You way more clever. Synagogue and inner mosque, I'm never dark. I swear to God, I'm set apart. Had an 8 MCs with the truest flow. You a caveman? Well, let's do it, boo. I was eating Fred Flintstone chewables. Wrote so much that it's ink in my cuticles. Let it all out by sitting in the studio. Hip hop, loose leaf, Nas, Kofi, a Biggie and Cool G. Compare me to Bruce Lee, or maybe a Fuji, but never a Fuji. You don't want to see the boy. I'm a demon with these words like a Ouija board. MC gusto like CB4. Yeah, I'm something you never seen before. Long whoop to a herbivore. And I'm shocking like an urban Thor with the strength of a Persian war. And I'm perplexed, pushing all these pains of poor. As a youngin' with the 7-9 Kaepernick. Now it's Black Power 7 like Kaepernick. Cause I'm all about my people like an activist. No gift to gab, but the gab a gift, Jay. You know what I mean? I never stood on the sandy shores of an Iraqi war. And I've never stormed with troops through desert storming boots. And I've never acted in a plan to take terrorist land from Afghanistan. But one of my friends say, Jay, You got post-traumatic stress disorder. And in order to fight this disorder, you got to talk about your pains and disorder. So speaking becomes therapeutic. From disorder, you a street soldier. And in order to get over, your mind got to think wholer and your tongue got to speak sober. So here we go. PTSD. Posted, trapping, selling drugs, popping tech, squeezing deserts. And I was in the midst of it as an adolescent. Yeah, there was adults present, but I formed most of my scars from adult sections. Have you ever been around someone smoking crack? The thick aroma smells like the stellest, wettest, moldiest bread. And I couldn't eat for a week after that. But you know what really made me weak after that? My first time seeing the body. I was maybe 7 probably. There I was on 92nd and Cottage Grove, right by the corner store, when I see a chase and pursuit. 12 gangsters all ready to shoot, pistol in hand, stumping out one man. Then I see him reach for the can and you know what? I don't even want to talk about it. PTSD, huh? Preteen selling dope. Funny how quick you graduate to the real thing from selling soap. And they give it to you wrapped in hope. Ironic how they give you the blow and tell you a blow and yell is for the low when jail is your new home is hell. You're on your own. I remember homie used to give us $1 when we asked for it. Everything he had on, it looked like he put cash on it. And went from let me get $1. Sure, shawty, if I got one on me. To let me get $1. Sure, shawty, drop this off for me. To, hey, shawty, you want some extra dollars? Here, pop this off for me. And I remember the first time a fiend approached with some cream out. You know what? I don't even want to talk about it. PTSD, huh? Partner, sinning, deacon, but it's too much money out here, and me and my guys eating, and no one ever put a price tag on our worth. They say you gotta die to see heaven, but I want to see it here on earth. And no, we don't do songs. We read tatted out psalms on forearms and pray to the same God when there's wartime in sight. One time, it literally rained bullets for 40 days and 40 nights because we was the only block flooded when it was drought season. But I'm looked at as a heathen. Shorty's forsaking Jesus, sending men to God with that 30 piece, and it's foolish forsaking Jesus, sending him to God for 30 pieces like Judas. And I try to talk to him, but it's like I'm speaking in code. I was broken, drugged through the mud, lost loved ones that I never denied God. I was on my job. What am I speaking in code? I said I was broken, drugged through the mud, lost loved ones, and I never denied God. I was on my Job. But they say, Jay, try to run to the church, but all this church hurt got me thinking like, is it worth it? Because Moses taught me even a holy staff can turn into serpents. And lately, it feel like the devil made a pact with God to impact my life, and I'm looking at God like, you know what? I don't even want to talk about it. My best friend say, how could you heal if you never talk about it? All you do is talk around it. You live the life that most of these people would consider astounding. But at the end of the day, I don't even want to talk about it, you know?